We are back with the Game Rise, and as you can see, we are going to play as Sherlock Holmes. Let's see what we can do. So it is in English, that's good. Crimes and Punishment. Starring Sherlock Holmes. It is really Sherlock Holmes. Watson. Because I'm a big fan of the Sherlock Holmes games and so forth, whatever they have. Because he looks so clever in the movies and so forth. Whatever. Because it can just realize. Ups. We need to click to continue. Relax, Sherlock. Fuck.
Holmes.
Take cover at the sofa.
Holmes, will you stop that?
Go to table.
You are utterly mad.
You need to take the Sherlock Holmes. Cool start.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Oh my god.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Wow.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Investigating murder Patrick. Hmm. Can we look around in the house?
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
What's this?
My archive. I can always consult with it.
Ah!
This is where I keep my post.
A knife? All the newspapers, I guess. Ah, let's see the makeup tape. Nah, that's okay. I mean, we really need to be... Oh, oops. We need to look like a good detective. Let's go to Woodsman Lee. So, that's the dialogues that we had. The task. We need to investigate the murder of Peter. And this is our guy. In the crime scene. Well, I think we got a good suit. Maybe we need to change the suit. I mean, we are good looking as always.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Dr. Watson was able to come there before us. Oh, we are too late. Wow.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
So we are going to come up with something like that. Run? Ah, yes. Instagram filter on.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Hmm.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Hmm.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream, but I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Hmm.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Hmm. What are we going to do now? Oh, we are fucked up. First this one, but... So we are playing Sherlock Holmes.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Well kept garden, I guess? No? Fuck. I mean, how am I going to fucking find the correct answer for
You have
fuck's
indeed
sake?
suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden.
I am so bad with these games.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Aha!
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Oh, we are so
Thank
clever.
you, madam.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh fuck, what is God going to do? Wait, let's just look around. We need to find our home spot. We should go to the cabin. Let me just select one. We need.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
So this eagle eye makes us see.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
Cabin.
We took care not to touch anything.
Let's just look at the body and see what we can
The
do.
door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
Oh fuck, I am retard. Let's see. Oh. This is right there. It is right there. I mean, it looks stretched. What the fuck? Why we can't? Door. Yeah, I can see that.
Mr. Holmes? Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
There is some footsteps. We need to see the door, but the door looks normal. Oh, at last!
These scratches are fresh.
I was showing the scratch for a long time. You just realize it now.
Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Maybe we can see the footsteps over there.
What a terrible way to die.
So. It's kind of fucked up. Let's see, we need to figure out ourselves. To examine everything.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Oops.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. Harpoons for hunting whales.
The one that harpoon that he killed.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
We need to look at the
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting. Rum, a sailor's drink. Someone drank from this glass recently. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. Someone drank from the initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work. This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Oh fuck, we are fucked up. We move other things. It should be right here. We cannot move to the other places. Up and down. Oh fuck, we are fucked up. It should be like this. We need to see it in one picture. Oh, I fucking realized this goes fucking here. It looks right now. Yes. Stop. No. I feel like this, come on. That's what I see now. Literally. Aha, now I understand what's wrong. This room. Yep.
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Mm-hmm.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
So let's look at the blood.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Got the notebook there. Get the notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Yep.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Open it. What we're going to do more next? You got the blood. Ah, to open, yep.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Get the body.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall with a whaling harpoon. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Wow. Really? What is B? B. Oh fuck, I am so retarded. So it is not about breaking attempts, pin the wall. Oh fuck, I am retarded.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Organize an ambush. First, we need to check. Footprints are the same. No.
These boots don't match the footprints.
Talk and organize an ambush. To the inspector.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
Ambush.
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
And we look in everything.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Fuck. Aha, we didn't see the map.
Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Wow. It's just the perfect place. Bam. We are done. Taking it.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Yep. Little boy.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Which was the new captain
All
or
right,
so?
my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
We shouldn't be fast.
But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
We need to examine him.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard. But in light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Because we just like he came, but maybe he is the guy that who killed and so forth. It might be a chance that he's just a innocent one that who is helping the other one. But if Violet is like that, he's not innocent then. And that's kind of a bit complex now. Whoa. There's a lots of investigation going on in this game.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
We should interrogate him first, then look at the belongings. Or maybe we should look at the belongings. What it says. Mind the belongings of the nation.
Mr. Holmes?
We are not going there probably. Let's see. Stuff room. Evidence room. Show me the evidence.
These are the suspect's belongings. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean
But what?
something. But what?
Can we change?
From R. Dawson. To my friend and
M. Partner.
1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Look at the archive.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
The same with the notebook.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Morgue. We don't need to go to morgue.
Locked.
We need to go to the interrogation room. Yep. Let's talk about the gold ring.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Fuck. Why?
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Ring's engraving. Of
The
course.
ring's date of engraving is many years ago.
It won't be
You
the
were
same
a
age with him.
child
Yep.
then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. Does this notebook belong to you?
Yep.
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do
Lying.
these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Look at the profile. Probably go with that. Chains. Oh fuck, we didn't see him? Aha! Yep, I was going on the other side too.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Yep,
Oh, but how do you know?
dispatched.
The jacket you are wearing is made of
Ben.
an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please.
Just... No, not now. Nelligan's notebook. Breaking attempts were made in order to recover the notebook. This provides the guilt of swift actions. Gardener. Oh, breaking attempts. In the wall. Yep. It was the only one left.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I am sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Yep. Can we open it? So we need to be find Watson. We need to go for the harpoon. Let's just go there. Introduction. Gardener. Breaking attempts. We need to do the experiment. To find the Watson.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
I mean, I think we will go to the Baker Street. Do we need to open something? Come on. Oh! Why I'm so lucky. Need to look at the archive first.
That is not the one I need.
But this is the same here.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Okay. Let's go to the Watson. Find the Watson. Aha! Hello.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
Going to.
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
So let's go for the Scotland Yard and ask him, what about the murder? And then we go to pigs. Nothing more evidence? Click, 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 click. Interrogation room. Here we are.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again.
That's the securities
His
then.
vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
But it's security number.
Belongings. These abbreviations mean something.
But they just attended the security ones, no? Now let's go for the butcher and let's see if we can just put the harpoon on the pig. It is kinda bad. So let's just end it here, and we will continue our pursuit in the next chapter. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next chapter.